Polyglottary. www.classica.com/en/tutor/Javi-Fontalva. Subscribe. Okay, we're gonna review a bit comparative. Okay, so as I told you last week, when you're comparing, there are two forms: the short form and the long one. For short words, we use this. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So, for example, cheap, cheaper. Yeah. Large,
yeah.
larger. Fast, faster. With adjective ending in y, such as easy, we use this. So, for example, lucky, luckier. Easy, easier. Early, earlier, etc., etc. Okay.
Okay.
For longer words, we always use more, and also for adverbs. So everything that ends in ly, also more slowly, more easily, more seriously.
Okay.
Okay, there are a few regular ones, which are these three. So we say good, well, better. Yeah. Bad, badly is worse, and far we say further or farther. Okay, let's practice. Okay, so here we have a few sentences. We need to use an adjective in the comparative.
Okay.
So for example here, this restaurant is very expensive. Let's go somewhere cheaper. So usually we need to use the opposite of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Okay, number 2.
This coffee is very weak. What is weak?
Weak is the opposite of strong. You know strong? Strong, weak.
Okay. This coffee is very weak. I like it stronger.
Stronger, yes, stronger. Number 3.
The tone was surprisingly big. I expected it to be smaller.
Smaller, yeah. So I expected it to be smaller. 4.
The hotel was surprisingly
cheap.
I expected it to be more expensive.
There you are, more expensive. 5.
The weather is too cold here. I like to live somewhere warmer.
Warmer, yes, warmer.
Warmer, okay, warmer. Sometimes my job is a bit boring. I'd like to do something. I don't know the adjective.
Okay, well, you could use, for example, more interesting. Yeah, for example.
More interesting.
More interesting.
Okay.
7.
It's a shame you live so far away. I wish you live nearer.
Nearer, yes. Nearer. We could also say closer.
Closer, okay.
Closer. So we say close. Close also means near. Yeah?
Okay.
8.
It was quite easy to find a place to live. I thought it would be um, I, more difficult.
More difficult. There you are. 9.
Your work isn't very good. I'm sure you can do better.
Yes, perfect. Good. 10.
Don't worry, the situation isn't so bad. It could be worse.
It could be worse. 11.
Mm, mm,
Hello?
what? Hello?
Yes, yes. Now. Can you say it again?
Yeah. You hardly ever call me. Why don't you call me? I don't know, say adjective.
Well, actually, it's an adverb in this case. More often.
Okay.
More often.
More often.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, last one.
Can you move it more?
Okay, this one is also irregular. Further.
Further. Okay.
Further away.
You're too near to the camera. Can you move it farther away?
Okay, let's go to the next chapter. Right. Okay, sometime. So we know how to say more or less. Sometimes we need a degree. So here we have these 3, for example, when you mean a lot. So you can say, for example, you can say much bigger, much more expensive, much cheaper, much better, far better. You can also say way better, way worse, way more expensive, way cheaper. So that means the difference is big. Yeah?
Yeah.
If you mean the difference is small, you could use these 3. So you can say a bit better, a bit worse, a bit older, a bit cheaper, or slightly cheaper. Slightly, yeah. This is very formal, but you use it as well. Let me give you some samples. So for example here, I felt ill earlier. Okay, earlier means before, yeah, earlier. But I feel much better now. Yeah. So the difference is big. Don't go by train. It's a lot more expensive. Or you could also say much more expensive. Yeah.
Okay.
Could you speak a bit more slowly? Yeah.
Yeah.
You could even say a little bit. Also possible. A little bit more slowly.
Yes. I always say a little bit is. Ay, costumbre, ¿cómo se dice?
I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
I'm used to it.
This bag is slightly heavier than the other one. Okay, no problem with this. Okay, sometimes we can say something is no different or no more. So for example, in English we use this any longer. This is very common. In English, the word long is not only for distances, it's also for time. We also for time. So it's very common when you mean ya no, we say this, no anymore, no longer. Yeah. So for example, I waited long enough. I'm not waiting any longer. So no more time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We expected the apartment to be very big, but it's not bigger now. So no difference. Yeah. No bigger. Okay, so notice we say no
Yeah.
when the verb is positive, but any if the verb is negative. Okay, so be careful with this.
Okay.
How do you feel now? Do you feel any better? So we say any with question. Okay,
Okay.
no problem with this, I hope. Okay, in English it's also possible to repeat the adjective like this, or the word more. Okay, when you mean the difference is changing over time. So, for example, your English is improving, it's getting better and better. Yeah,
Yeah.
this city has grown fast in recent years, it's got bigger and bigger. Another example, as I listened to his story, I became more and more convinced that he was lying. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also use this more and more with nouns, not only adjectives. For example, more and more tourists are visiting this part of the country. So yeah, very, very useful. So we use this when you mean the change is continuous, okay, over time. We also use this structure. We mentioned this last week. So it's the comparative, the comparative. So for
Yeah.
example, the sooner the better, the more the better. Let me give you another example here. When you're traveling, the less luggage you have, the better.
Yeah.
Can you read this?
The sooner we leave, the early we'll arrive.
With earlier
If
we
we
arrive. Mhm.
if we leave sooner, we'll arrive earlier.
Mhm.
The younger you are, the easier it is to learn.
Mhm.
The more expensive the hotel, the better the service. The more I thought about the plan, the less I like it.
Mhm. Okay, let's practice. Okay, we're gonna try. Okay, let's try number one. This one. So we need to use this with the adjective. Okay. So, for example, the problem is much more serious than we thought at first. Number two. So we have much and big here, yeah?
Hmm, this part is too small. I need something much more bigger,
Much bigger.
much bigger.
We can remember the G here. This is like ga ga ga
But
ga. No, it's not
but
bag, it's bag. Bag.
but
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Number three.
Mm, um, I like it. The museum. It was a lot more interesting I expected.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So it was a lot
And
more interested than I expected. Mm-hmm. Important. Don't forget than. Okay. Number
okay.
four.
Today's it was very hot yesterday. Today it's a little colder.
Cooler. Cooler.
Cooler.
Yeah. You know cool? So cool is like fresh when you
Yeah.
talk about the weather, okay?
Okay.
Five.
I'm afraid the problem is far more complicated than it seems.
Than it seems, yeah. I'm afraid the problem is far more complicated than it seems. 6.
Drive a bit more slowly.
A bit more slowly, yes. Perfect. You're driving too fast. Can you drive a bit more slowly? 7.
Other.
Older than you are. I thought he was younger than me, but in fact he's slightly older. Okay, good job.
Okay.
Let's try. Okay, let's try exercise 3. So this one is the one you have to use and. So for example, bigger and bigger, more and more difficult, etc. etc. Okay. So number 1 says it's getting more and more difficult to find a job. Number 2.
Um, um,
Yes, that's it. Bigger and bigger. Bigger and bigger.
That hole in your sweater is getting bigger and bigger. Okay.
Okay, number 3.
I waited for and became more and more nervous.
Yes, more nervous. 4.
As the day went on, the weather got worse and worse.
Perfect. Worse and worse. Okay, next one. Worse and worse.
Healthcare is becoming more and more expensive.
Yes, more and more expensive. Okay, now, number 6. Number 6.
Since Anna went to Canada, her English has got better and better.
Okay, so better and better. And 7.
Those days I travel a lot. I am spending more and more time away from home.
Perfect. More and more time away from home. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go to the next chapter. So we're gonna talk about us, blah blah blah, us. Okay. When do we use this one? So this is basically when we mean two things have the same quality, or two people have the same quality. For example, Jack isn't as old as he looks. Okay. The town center wasn't as crowded as usual. Lisa didn't do as well in the exam as she had hoped, etc. etc. You can also use this less. I spend less money than you. Let me give you more example this. Okay, you can also use this with the word twice and 3 times. So for example, petrol is twice as expensive as it was a few years ago. The house is about 3 times as big as ours. I'm gonna practice a bit. Okay, let's try this one. So you have to say the same thing with a different structure. So for example, I'm tall, but you are taller. I'm not as tall as you. So I'm not as tall as you means exactly the same. You are taller than me.
Okay.
Okay, number 2.
Um, my salary is high, but yours is higher.
Higher,
Mm,
higher.
Higher.
Mhm.
My salary isn't as higher as you.
Okay, my salary isn't as high as
High
yours.
as yours.
3.
You know a bit about cars, but I know more. You don't know as cars as me.
As much
As much. Oh yeah. You don't know as much as me
about
about
cars as me.
cars as me.
Mhm.
Okay.
But you don't know as much about us. Okay, much better. You don't know as much as me about cars. 4.
Hmm. We are busy today, but we were busier yesterday. We aren't as busy as yesterday.
Okay, not aren't but aren't. Okay, aren't.
We
We
aren't.
aren't one syllable. Okay, we aren't
Okay.
as busy as yesterday. 5.
I still feel bad, but I felt a lot worse earlier. I don't feel bad. I don't as bad
Ah,
as
sorry.
earlier.
My bad. I don't feel as
As
bad as
earlier, no?
earlier. Yes, I don't feel as bad as earlier. 6.
Our neighbors have lived here for quite a long time, but we've lived here longer. Our neighbors haven't lived here as mm, longer
As long as we have.
we have.
So we know how to live as here as long as we have. Okay. So remember, longer is
Okay.
the comparative or superiority. So you can say as longer as, but as long as long as.
Okay.
7.
I was a little nervous before the interview, but usually I'm a lot more nervous. I wasn't um, as nervous as before the interview.
I wasn't as nervous as before the interview. Okay, good job. Uh, so. Okay, we're gonna try something different. Let's try superlative. Just a quick review. Okay, I think you already know this, so let's go straight to the exercise. Let's try an easy one, just to review. Okay, number one. So for example here, we didn't have much money, so we stayed at the cheapest hotel in town. Okay, number two.
Okay. This building is 2,050 meter high, but it's not the tallest in the city.
Exactly. It's not the tallest in the city, yes. It's not the tallest one in the city. Okay, three.
A volt? What's a volt?
Awful. Awful means horrible.
Okay. Um, it was an awful day. It was the worst day of my life.
Perfect. Four.
What is the popularest sport in your
Sorry, the most popular.
country?
The most popular.
What-
Okay. So popular is a longer adjective. So we use most. So
Yeah.
the most. Okay.
Yeah.
Five.
I like the morning. For me, it's the best part of the day.
Perfect. Six.
Sarah always tells the truth. She's one of the most honest people I know.
Perfect. And seven.
A straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points.
Good job. Perfect. Perfect. Good job. Okay, we're gonna go to the next thing I have here. Okay, so we're gonna talk about get. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna start with this one, which is easier. Yeah. Okay, so get is a very common word in English. It's a kind of multi-purpose verb. Okay. So in these sentences, get has different meanings. So for example, number one, we can get something to eat at the chippy at the end of the road. So get in this sentence means buy. By the way, a chippy is like a restaurant where you can eat fish and chip. Okay.
Okay.
Number two. So, do you get my message? So, what does get mean here in number two? Which one of these verbs?
Receive.
Receive. Exactly.
Receive.
Receive. Okay.
Did you receive my message?
Number 3.
I I get caught.
Earn. This one. Earn. So we use earn for money. Yeah.
Okay.
Earn. So I get about £1,000. I earn about £1,000 a month after tax. Number 4.
I fine.
Caught.
Caught.
So caught is the past of catch. You know catch?
Yeah.
So I caught the early train. Okay, you could say that. That's okay.
Yeah.
But you could also say I got the early train. Which one do you think is far more common?
Caught.
No, actually, get. We use get a lot in English,
Okay.
especially in everyday English, in colloquial English. We use this a lot, so it's very important that you understand how to use this.
Okay. Why is easier?
Exactly. That's the reason why it's easier to use. You don't need to have so many words because get is a multi-purpose word. So usually the more formal, the more Latin your English looks. I don't know if I explain myself. So usually in everyday English we use a lot of phrasal verb, we use a lot of get, colloquialism. Okay.
Okay.
5.
We didn't arrive home until the early hours.
Exactly. So I didn't arrive home until the early hours or get home. Of course, we use get home a lot.
Yeah.
6.
She's going to call the kids from school.
Fetch, actually.
Fetch.
Fetch. Let me explain to you what fetch means. Just a sec. So fetch basically means you go to a place and get something or pick up something. Yeah. Let me show you. So usually when you throw a ball to the dog fetches the ball, right? So to fetch means you go there, you take something and then come back.
Recoger.
Exactly. But there is a movement, okay? You have to go up to a different place.
Okay.
So yeah, you're right, but in English is more specific, kind of. It's not like take. So you can say take, so you can take the phone in your hand. But if you say fetch, I mean go there, take it, and bring it back. Yeah.
Okay.
So here, fetch. Why? Because the kids are at the school, so you have to go there, pick up the children, and then come back. Okay, number 7. Measles.
Measles from us. What's measles?
It's a disease. Let me show you. So it's not like coronavirus, but it's also very measles. Okay.
Okay.
Okie. So, yeah, you use catch or caught in the past, yeah? So I caught the missiles from my sister. Yeah? Number 8.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
Exactly. So I didn't get what you said. I didn't understand what you said. Exactly the same. So it's very, very useful, as you can see.
Yeah.
I hope you got it. I hope you got it. Okay, get also can be used together with prepositions, so particles, and we create new verbs. This is very common in English.
Okay.
So this is what we call phrasal verbs. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna use one of these here in table to create this expression. I'm gonna do number 1. So get a move on. Get a move on. We're going to be late. Yeah? So get a move on. It's like saying hurry up. Yeah? Hurry up. Get a move on. Yeah? Okay, number 2.
Okay. Okay. I know how he gets on with it.
Number 2 here. I've had a terrible.
I had a terrible cold, but I'm getting over it now.
Yes. Getting over. So to get over is like saying recover. Yeah? Recover. So you get over a trauma, you get over a disease, you get over something bad usually, okay?
Okay.
Number 3.
He never stopped talking. He really gets away my nerves.
He gets all my nerves. He gets all my nerves. Yes. He gets all my nerves. Okay, get on my nerve. That means make me angry. Yeah. He really gets. Yeah.
¿Cómo decir? Me pone de los nervios, ¿no?
Okay. That's it. Okay, remember if you talk about somebody else, you have to say his nerves or her, etc. etc. Yeah.
Okay.
4.
My mom's correct. We get on like a house on fire.
Yes, we get on like a house on fire. Very good expression. Okay, get on means have a relationship. Okay. But if you get on like a house on fire, that means to have a extremely good relationship. Okay.
Okay.
You're really, really, really good friends. Okay. So this is an expression we use a lot in English. We get on like a house on fire. Don't ask me why like a house on fire. I don't know. But that's the expression. Okay. But yeah, you could also say we get on well. Okay, or,
Okay.
we don't get on well. Yeah, we don't get on. No, we don't get on.
Okay.
So you could use it in the positive or in the negative. But yeah, but if you want to say the expression, which is in Spanish in hacer buenas migas, you can use this. We
Yeah.
can turn
Okay.
cajas on fire. 5.
I'll have to go to the cash point.
Mhm.
I haven't got any money by me
On me.
on me.
Yeah, on me because I'm talking about my body.
Okay.
I don't have any money on me. Okay?
Okay.
So if you have something on, it means it's on your body. Usually.
Okay.
We use that for clothes as well. You remember? So for
Yeah.
example, I have a jacket on.
Yeah.
Okay, dokie. Let's try number 6.
This miserable weather really gets me away.
Okay, miserable weather gets
Down.
me down. Yeah, exactly. Gets me down. Not away. Away is different. So gets me down. Yeah, it means it depresses me. Yeah, gets me down.
Okay.
And remember, miserable means like very bad. Yeah, very bad.
Miserable?
No, miserable is terrible or yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Because in Spanish, I think miserable is like someone who doesn't like spending money. No, alguien no le gusta. In English, it's
Okay.
not that. In English, it means just really, really bad. Okay.
Okay.
Or for example, you could use someone is miserable, someone who is always in a very bad mood. You know.
Yeah.
7.
Cheeky? What?
Okay, cheeky is like, this is cheek, and cheeky means someone who is very shameless, who,
No.
cara dura, we say it? Yes, cara dura, yes. Cheeky.
Okay. He's so cheeky. I don't know how he gets away with it.
Yes. Very, very good expression. Okay, so we have get away. So let's just start with get away means escape, basically. Get away with something means to do something bad and not be punished. Okay, you're not to be caught, not to be caught. So, for example, imagine you cheated at on the exam. Okay, you did something bad, you cheated, but the teacher doesn't see what you did, so you get away with it. Okay, you're not punished. You don't have any consequences of your bad action.
Salirse con la suya.
Exactly. So this is an expression we use a lot in English. So, for example, we can use this in many different. For example, politicians always get away with corruption. Or, for example, she's always getting away with it. It's very, very common. Okay. 8.
I don't know how nurses get by on such a small salary.
Okay, so get by basically means survive or manage. Yeah. So we usually use this get by when you talk about money. So that means you have enough money to buy things you need, like food, essential things.
Yeah.
You can also use it with languages, for example. So you could say, for example, I get by in German. Yeah, that means my German is not perfect, but I get by.
Okay.
Yeah? I can make myself understood, more or less.
Okay.
A lot of expression today, right? very, very good. As you can see, very, very useful, this get. We're gonna go straight to this exercise here. Okay. Okay, so now sometime we're gonna use a different alternative to get. So get is very, very common in English. But sometimes we want to make our English richer, more expressive. So we're gonna change a little bit. So when you mean change, you can use get, but sometimes it's much better to use another one. For example, you can say go mad, go bold, go gray, go blind, go deaf. Yeah, let me show you. So go. So blind. Not this one, of course. So blind, like this. So
okay.
if you go blind, it means you can see, but later you don't see anymore. You go blind, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Or you can go bold. For example, I'm going bold.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh yeah, you can say go mad. It's very, very common. You can also use this with colors. So if there is a change in color, you can say go red, go dark, go yellow. And also with color we can use turn, also possible. So you can turn red, you can turn white. Okay, so get and become, they are very similar in meaning, but sometimes, okay, most of the time you can use both of them, but sometimes it's better to use become. So for example, we say become pregnant, especially if you're using this formal language, okay?
What's pregnant?
Okay, pregnant means you have a baby in your belly. Like this.
Yeah.
Pregnant. Yeah. Also, we say become involved.
Involved?
Involved means you participate.
Okay.
Also, it's the same with this. So we say become angry, become bored, become excited, become depressed, become upset, become impatient, become violent.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yep.
With this, you can, okay, actually you can use both of them. You can say get angry, yeah, sorry. You can use both of them. Now, with this one here at the bottom, extreme, popular, homeless, and famous, we don't use get. We use only become, okay?
Okay.
So become extinct, become popular, become homeless, and become famous.
Okay.
So as you can see, you can say get or become, but sometimes we prefer one over the other.
Okay.
Also, you can say fall ill instead of get ill. So you fall ill. Ill means you're not healthy. Ill, yeah? So you fall ill.
Yeah.
Or fall silent. Yeah?
Yeah.
Or you can also say grow older. Instead of you can also say get older. It's not bad, but it's an alternative, okay?
Okay.
And grow louder.
Louder?
You know, loud when you talk about music. So if the music is loud, it means like yeah, it's loud. So loud music, for example. Yeah? Loud music.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the problem with many people. They overuse get all the time because it's so easy, it's so common.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's much better to use a different word. For example, we don't say get new friends, we say make new friends.
Make. Yeah.
We don't say get a heart attack, we say have a heart attack or suffer a heart attack.
Yeah.
And we don't say get a child or get a baby, we say have a child or have a baby. This is also.
Okay.
We say go crazy, to go crazy.
Mm.
Crazy, yeah? You go crazy. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So we don't say get crazy, but go crazy.
Okay.
Okay. So here we have a text. So the problem with this text is that the word get is used a lot, and we're gonna use this instead. Okay. Let me read this first.
Okay.
So you need to change or replace the word get with one of these according to the collocation I taught you before. For example, let me read this text first to you, and then you do it, okay? As you get older, you'll begin to understand your parents better. Getting angry with them all the time doesn't help. You may not want to go to summer camp when none of your friends will be there, but your parents know you will soon get new friends there. You would all have gone on a family holiday together with your grandmother hadn't got ill. If your grandmother hadn't got ill, sorry. But surely you can understand why they don't want to leave her. You'll feel much more sympathetic to your parents' feelings when you get a child of your own. Okay. So
As
here,
you get older,
okay. So you need to replace this with another word.
as you grow older,
Yes, perfect. Grow.
you'll be to understand your parents better. Getting angry with them all the time doesn't help.
Okay, so instead of saying getting angry, what can you say?
Having angry?
Having angry? Are you sure?
No. Falling in angry?
Becoming angry.
Okay.
So becoming angry. Becoming angry.
Becoming angry with them all the time doesn't help. You may not want to go to summer camp when no one of your friends will be there, but your parents know you will soon make new friends there.
Yes, make. Perfect.
You would have gone on a family holiday together if your grandmother hadn't got here.
Okay.
But
So instead of this, what can you say?
fall hill.
Okay, fallen. You need past
Fall.
participle, okay? So fall, fell, fallen.
But surely you can
Surely.
surely you can understand why they don't want to leave her. You'll feel much more sympathetic to your parents' feelings when you when you have
Yes.
a child of your own.
Okay, so let me read this corrected. As you grow older, you'll begin to understand your parents better. Becoming angry with them all the time doesn't help. You may not want to go to summer camp when none of your friends will be there, but your parents know you will soon make new friends there. You will all have gone on a family holiday together if your grandmother hadn't fallen ill. But surely you can understand why they don't want to leave her. You'll feel much more sympathetic to your parents' feelings when you have a child of your own. Can you read it?
Yeah. As you grow older, you will begin to understand your parents better. Becoming angry with them all the time doesn't help. You may not want to go to a summer camp when none of your friends will be there, but your parents know you will soon make new friends there. You will all have gone on a family holiday together if your grandmother hadn't fallen ill. But surely you can understand why she did. Much more sympathetic.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good job. We're gonna